All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is System, and we're on the Rats server today. This is an auspicious day for the Ratos, because we are in UXV now. This server is absolutely flying. So it's no speed run, but let me just here this one. Let's just go here really quick. Yeah, because yeah, the server will be 100 days old sometime today. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. So I do think like the speed run record was like 22 days or something like that. So like we're nowhere close to that here, but still like the pace on this server has been really impressive. To that end, like I'm not even gonna really do too much on the tech side. They've got all that handled. I might actually just go around and do some like some minor detailing or some um I had an idea to like clean up this little corner here and take the farming around and terrace it a little bit and make it look nice. It's unnecessary. It doesn't have to be done anymore, but I was going to try to maybe perhaps finish this look all the way around. Just to have a, just to do something, just to have it look nice. Let's see. I finished Rodents build a while back. I haven't really added anything to this, I don't think. Did I do any detailing downstairs that I don't remember? I did start like planning what these little alcoves were gonna look like, but then when I saw that there was so much extra space over here, I was like, I might actually make a full-fledged little side room over here. I just don't know what's gonna be in it. It's just gonna be decoration, but I might as well use this space if it's gonna be open. I'm just gonna have to pack it in anyway because I don't really like leaving hollows. Um, there's a lot of hollows. Yeah, you can see like this is me being so particular that I filled in all of the hollow behind here. Yeah, this is all the same. I'm assuming that all of B's is the same because this is kind of it still works as you can see, but B's is mostly like mid-game tech in my opinion. Still need to put all of these queens in the mega. I might actually do that today. I know every time I come in here I say I'm going to do that. But I wasn't planning on spending too much time in this building today. But it is interesting. It's neat to go in and look and see what kind of detailing needs to be done still. I don't remember if this happened before or after last stream here. But I did finally like finish some cornering here. And somebody else put in the glass, so that the glass is somebody else's doing. I just left it exactly the way that it was put in and worked around it. So, yeah. I'm not satisfied with this piece, but whatever. Whatever. I did a little bit down here too, didn't I? Maybe not. I thought I did some detailing down here, but I guess not. What are you? Ah, it's an infinity wire. Nice. Oh, for the swap. Yeah. I get it. The exchange mode on a matter manipulator makes it really easy. Makes it really easy to exchange cables. All right, so let's do a little tour of the Rato's base because um again we hit UXV today. well, it was crafted earlier, but we officially hit it like, I don't know, an hour ago, give or take. And we're already fully in the machine spam era of end game. So let's just go over here. Yeah, we got some DTPS. I think these are all on convergence, but don't quote me on that. Let's see. Oh, this one isn't. Anyway, maybe they might just be running constantly, which is good enough. Let's get this out of my hand and get you. Yep. So with so we've got 5 EOHs, as you can see. All of the machine spam, as you can see, like they've got more ore washing plant or more chemical baths here on rats than we do at minions. I have to rectify that. Apparently this was Arthur today. And an appropriate amount of solidifiers. And now remember, in 2.9 we get the Exo Foundry, so we're never gonna have to do this again. Cat, what's up, my dude? Yeah, the man of the hour. One of the major players here on the Rats Run, Mr. Cat. What's up, my dude? Yeah, I'm just showing off the appropriate amount of machines over here. Very very end game, very very appropriate amounts. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was hoping that was gonna come off tongue in cheek. Like they only have 4 coals. I know. Oh, do I have an egg? Am I pooping eggs? I don't know if I'm pooping eggs or something else, but whatever. That doesn't matter. Elder, what's up, my dude? Yeah, I was explaining something to you, Elder, in terms chat, but I didn't want to like take over terms chat, so I was trying to be like shorthand with all of that, and I don't think I really came through. So I'll explain what happened to minions in a minute. Yeah, Rats only has 4 coals. I mean, only 4. Like 4 is enough. It really is. We've got 8 on minions, and I'm thinking about doubling. I'm thinking about doubling to 16 coals, with UXV components, of course. So I really am thinking about doubling ours to 16. So I could imagine that this 4 is going to become 8 really quickly. Regardless of what I say. Yep. Spam all the machines. It's becoming 32 quickly. Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, because again, like we've got 8 over there and it's not nearly enough. So 32 sounds like a good amount. Like that 32 might be the overkill amount, but you want overkill. Like this is UXV. This is all hands on deck. Like, wide open bandwidth everywhere, and 32 coals would definitely be wide open bandwidth. I like it. All right, so briefly on minions. It's such a mess over there, right? Because we're doing really good, but all of the wiring is all jacked up. So HJM built the antimatter setup on minions, and I do believe that the antimatter setup is using materials from the old PDEM base to boost antimatter production at the new PDEM base, and I think it's dumping the excess antimatter into the new PDEM AE system. But I didn't see any going in at either the old or the new, because they're not quite connected properly, which is another problem. I don't know which way things are going sometimes, but anyway, I actually started a long Stargate piece craft on Minions, and this is like 5 days ago at this point. Um, I bankrupted the whole server off of something that probably wasn't configured properly when I swapped over the DTPFs. I think there was probably something that I missed that should have been level maintained. So all of that all factored together ended up being I logged on briefly one day before work, and I realized that Minions was had ate all its antimatter about 12 hours prior to that point, and we had enough spare power to run the whole base for like 2 hours, and I was leaving for work. And I'm like, well, okay. So I turned off all the EOHs, and I asked Sophie to turn the whole server off entirely. So when she powered it back up for me, I was looking around, but I couldn't figure out, like, again, I couldn't figure out exactly what ran out, and I couldn't figure out which way the excess antimatter was going, but it wasn't going to the slam. Like, I couldn't figure out why it was doing the thing that it was doing. I guess for anybody that doesn't know, the antimatter has these sasses have 16 hatches, and they all have to be balanced, and it's not necessarily a problem if you just do the there's kind of like a standard wiring for this type of thing in the wiki. The problem that I was having, unfortunately, was I didn't know where the excess was going because it didn't look like it was going to new base or old base, and tracking it down was going to be a problem. And I was just kind of like literally running out of time, because right now Minions is just fine. We've still got like 3 hours of main base normal power left. But once that runs out, then everything starts power failing, and then there's a bigger issue. So, with that being said, I just asked Sophie to turn it back off for the time being, and I might actually wait for HJM to return to even kick it back on, because I don't know how he had his sasses wired. I recognize it, but not really. It's a little bit different than what I saw in the wiki, and again, I can't figure out where the excess antimatter is going, because like I'll look at new base, it's not there. I'll look at old base, it's not there. I'll look at the slam, it's not there. The subnets are vacant, you know. But every single SAS still has a portion of its uh like pool of antimatter. HJM had each one to stock 100 million antimatter on hand, and it uses approximately 16 million per cycle. It makes it, then it destroys it, then it makes it, destroys it, whatever. So each SAS is sitting with 84 million antimatter waiting to go, but I could only get one to turn on. And yeah, it was fun. Oh my! Oh hey, Potato, what's up, man? This is the Rats Run, which is a kind of an unofficial community run for Potatoes for Potatoes community. Wow, okay. So this is an auspicious day for rats. This is fantastic because Rats just hit UXV today. Like literally opened up the UXV page. We're I was over here looking at the end game appropriate levels of infrastructure. And some of it is going to go bigger. Like I really, again, I like a lot of the builds over here on the Rats Run, and we'll take a tour if you guys want to stick around for a few minutes. I'll take a tour around. But this is one of the coolest builds in my opinion. I like it. It's striking from the outside. It's very colorful, and then you look at it from the inside and you're like, oh man, this looks really nice. And then you look at it a little bit more and you're like, oh, this is really detailed. And then you look at it a little bit more and it is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that mirror. Look at that mirror. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. The Rats Run is an unofficial community run that popped up out of Random Potatoes Discord. Yeah, dude, yes. Yeah, let me go back over here. Look at this beautiful. Do you see how beautiful this detail is? To have this whole thing mirrored underneath. Oh, it's freaking gorgeous. I love it so much. Yeah, so if for anybody, and I'm assuming that most people in this chat right now are aware of Random Potatoes Discord channel, go join it. Fun things happen there, and every once in a while a bunch of us nerds decide to gang up and punch Greg in the face. Official or not. Yeah, I did just show that off, but I'll show it again because it's absolutely impressive. Check this out. Last scene. So Sophie wasn't able to play, but this is a good barometer of how old the server is. The server is approximately 100 days old, and we're in UXV. Yeah, I love this so much. This is so nice. I really like this effect, and it took me a minute to figure out how this effect was built, but it's literally just stained glass air, stained glass air, stained glass air all the way down. But it looks so freaking cool. Like, this is so amazing. It's such an easy detail, but I can't wait to use this literally everywhere, you guys. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I've got so many good ideas for builds. Just just looking at, yeah, here's the toxic sludge, the green stained. That's pretty cool. I was just gonna ask why you didn't go for a tier 4 nano, but I guess it's a little early for that. You need more Universium. Yeah. The gorge, which, look at this. This is another beautiful little spot, and I missed this the first time through. Yeah, Universium. Yeah, I missed this on my first tour. I love this so much. This is just cool looking. Could maybe use a little bit more bone mealed grass, but man, it's so nice. So nice. All right, let's get out of here. I'm doing a little bit of creative building over here, but what I'm doing is small potatoes relative to what these other folks are doing. Yeah, I'm doing this building right here. Yeah, I detailed this building right here. So yeah, small potatoes relative to what these guys are doing. I want to show off Arthur's carpal castle. I don't think it has an official name, but he joked that building it gave him carpal tunnel. This is the magic tower, which looks really neat. I really like this. I really like that. Yeah, and oh, no worries, Potato. I'm just surprised that you rated out. Thanks for the raid, my friend. Yeah, this is Arthur's castle. See a cheeky little lizard right here. There are some lizards all over the base. Lizard. Yeah, this is so nice. Arthur did this by hand. He built this thing with his hand. Oh my. I can't believe I can't even imagine getting almost all of this done without any major tools. Like, I mean, just absolute legend. Absolute legend. Yeah, look at all of this. And then this is the sneaky little path into the main controller area. I think this is the old power setup. Oh, hi. What up, cat? Yeah, AE2 hub. Very nice, very nice. Mother Brain. Yeah, everybody knows what Mother Brain is. Yes, yes. And then yeah, it's just the path that leads back out to the outside. Yeah. The ice cream cone that has remained uneaten. Let's see. Other important buildings are this way. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. We have blimps, and the blimps have here. The blimps have uh fusion rings in them. Pretty neat. Oh yeah, that's a hungry node. Okay. This is old. Like this is yeah, oil processing and kind of like old tech farms, stuff like that. Yeah, we don't need to look at that. Yeah, the Hall of Benzene. Yes, yes. Am I lost? Where am I going? Yeah, I'm looking for this building, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this is like auto crafting, auto production. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, some presses. Some stuff. Cyclotrons are going away. Very nice. Can't wait for cyclotrons to not exist anymore. Good riddance. The Large Hadron Collider built by Touge and friends is going to be a lot of fun. Ooh, yeah, this is something that we need to do over on Minions, because I never actually boosted the compute over on Minions. I think we're still only running the single one. So when you're doing the researches for Stargate pieces, like for example, over on Minions, it takes many hours. And I guess I should say, yeah, dude, I'm kind of the same way. I really should have done this. And not to beat a dead horse, but I did explain this a little bit earlier, but I'll explain it again since everybody from Potatoes stream came in. Um, Minions server is currently off because of a compounding error um, that needs to get fixed by HJM before we run out of main base power. Minions is just fine, but the server is off probably until HJM returns. Here, like we just got into UXV here. I don't think like it's gonna be a little while before they can get Universium um built up. Yeah, like yeah, Taco, I'm actively power failing the minion space. I swapped the DTPFs over to a setup that's really pretty nice. And I'll explain that actually because I'm really proud of it. It works really good. I have a total of 44 DTPFs that are now running every single craft that a DTPF can run um, um, on demand. And I was getting ready to set up um, passive infinity in all of them to get them uh, to converge. So um, yeah, it's cool tech. I learned uh, there's a streamer named Notable Gunner, and he did this priority rotation thing on his like laser engravers, I believe it was, where like he color coded the proxies so that so that like each machine had a different proxy that was a different highest priority. And I'm like, that is so cool. I really want to do that. It's so amazing. Like I like that seems like such a simple idea, but it's so great. And yeah, dude. And so I made I just basically I made I got all of the recipes for the DTPF together. It was 22 total. I made 11 pairs. Every DTPF has 11 proxies, and each of them has a different color code denoting um which one has the highest priority on that particular machine, so that every single recipe that the DTPF makes has at least two, well, now four machines where it's the highest priority in that machine, and every machine makes every pattern. And I love it so much. It's so good. It works really well. There might have been a slight problem with the implementation because I know at least one of the patterns was incorrect. And I think I probably needed to level maintain a couple more things. Um, but like the actual functioning of the DTPFs, oh man, 11 out of 10. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big props to Notable Gunner, um, who by the way also stargated relatively recently off of that run that I had just mentioned. Um, why are you not using PDEM on this server? Um, we kind of decided from the start that we wanted to stay in the overworld and build overworld bases. Yeah, yeah, to try to make nice buildings and nice things over time. Yeah. Yep. And again, nice things over time. Like this building is very loud, but I like it. It is very colorful in its particular way. But oh my god, like this the mirroring, like it brings a top tier build to like an 11 out of 10 like all timer build. Like this is so cool. Oh, I love this so much. The effect is amazing. And again, like yeah, do you see this, Taki? Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. I can't wait to do this somewhere else, like everywhere else I ever play again for the rest of my life. I'm going I'm going to do something like that. Like this is such a cool little thing. But it hits so good. Arthur designed it, you helped him meta manipulate it. Yeah, okay. Well, hey, well it still took it still took a group effort, and Arthur is really impressive. Like I like a lot of the stuff that Arthur built. I know I just showed off Arthur's castle, but um but yeah, Carpal Castle is fantastic. We'll show it again. I don't know how much more I can gush about this thing, but but again, guys, by hand, Arthur, by hand, absolute madman, absolute crazy person. Whoa, man. Meanwhile, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, yeah. He did this before wireless. He did this before wireless. He spent 7 days on this build, I believe. It took him that long to get this thing built. Uh, we we need to sneak some repelators in here. There needs to be some very sneaky repelator spots. Yeah, I like this. I like this build too. Like this is a very fun build in and of itself. like the only major thing that I helped on was this was the drainer setup down there. And then once you get to UIV, you get the thermometric cell. And once you get the thermometric cell, you don't really need to use the Apimancer drainers anymore. But yeah, Essentia on tap was clutch for several tiers. So I can't say I was a complete slouch over here, but the time that I was spending on minions, the time that I could have spent over here on rats, I was instead zooming on minions, and rats quickly caught up. Oh, yeah, the dungeon. Okay, so I run ads in a 3-minute block, similar to Potato. So you can get up, get a drink, get a snack, stretch, do what you need to do. When we get back from the break, we'll go and take a look at that dungeon because it's fantastic. Um, uh, we'll go look at the dungeon because it's fantastic. It really is cool. And I just don't want to show it off right now when we're going to be going to ad in 10 seconds. For anybody that is sticking around, this is actually Platline. This was one of the first builds. I think Akira made this. And I do believe that they also were the one that like, yeah, made by Akira. They also fixed the they also fixed the hill behind, because it was just like at first it was just a cutout, and then there was a bunch of terraforming done so to make this really cool mountain pool flow down the hill and into this section here. Such a cool little feature. But yeah, for a long time it was just a cutout. So I'm not going to throw any shade when I do the tour, but I'm gonna show off a couple more spots that were cutouts that I would love to get in there and just do a little bit of terraforming to make it a little bit more like this. There's a cutout by the old oil processing building that doesn't get used anymore. But yeah, there's a couple little cutouts that I was thinking about terraforming, since to be fair, Cat here, Cat and company are going to be just fine. Feel free to terraform the new mountain that's made. Okay, cool. They're going to be just fine getting tech done. I don't think I'm going to I'm not going to step on your toes trying to push tech through. I'll help if you need it. We're right here in minions. This is fresh in mind, but I think you got it under control. I'm just gonna do some just little tweaks here and there, like fun little terraforming things, and maybe little Easter eggs and stuff like that for an eventual world download. I think that's my plan for Ratos. And what's great is I recently just got the AALs to fix themselves, so yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. Cat also has this crazy setup for the AALs, which we should show off, as well as that dungeon basement. So I know I showed it off the last time I was over here, but there wasn't nearly this many people either. The ad is a minute. Man, come on, ad please. Yeah, this is one of the spots that I really want to work on, and it's just going to be bringing like these sparse farms around the corner here, and just kind of doing some texturing to this cutout right here. I think it could give a little bit of character to this corner, and as you can see, somebody already did try to do some terraforming, which is totally fine. Now I don't do hollow terraforms. Litton worked a lot on this terraforming. Yeah, Litton was a boss while they were here. Yeah, this terraforming was pretty bad, honestly, before this work got done. But this looks pretty nice, and it just needs a little bit of fine tuning and a little bit of finishing work, like especially like up around here. All of this just needs to get bone mealed, more or less. So like that's not difficult, but like there's some finishing work that needs to be done on some of this terraforming. And I think I might do a little bit of that. Yeah, and like these paths, I'm not 100% sold on the paths, but it has character. It really has this kind of like a patchwork quilt kind of feel to it that I kind of like. And if I can match the palette, I might push these paths to connect everywhere where they were supposed to go, because as you can see, like the paths just kind of dwindle off into nothing, even close to the base. Like here, hold on, where am I at? Yeah, over here. Like these paths just kind of dwindle off into nothing, even like right by the castle, all the way up through here. So so I might do a little bit of that. That's kind of what I have planned for what I'm going to do for the rats run. And we are back from ad jail, so let's go back. Yeah, and that's fair. That's fair. So it's easy to miss. So in Arthur's castle, there is stairs down to the dungeon. So cool. Very cool, very thematic. Very like, I don't know if on brand is necessarily the word to use here, but it makes the castle itself feel a little bit more alive. Like the castle itself has some lore behind it. I don't know if that even makes sense, but yeah, it just feels like there's just so much more here, but just by having a basement. I believe this was just for Knack. I think this was all for Knack. Is it running currently? Do I not know? It's offline. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. We don't use it anymore. Yeah, yeah. Since they've got antimatter up, like antimatter trumps everything. Like antimatter trumps everything by a magnitude. It's like there really is nothing else at the end of the game that can get you to the end of the game, other than like antimatter. It's either antimatter or waiting for months for pieces to finish. And then here's the other thing I mentioned. So these are the regular assembly lines, and the advanced ones are underneath. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take a deep breath, you guys. This is a lot of machinery, but it's all relatively straightforward. You got a bunch of ALs here that are all hooked up and connected to this group of machinery over here. The open computers only extract a redstone signal, nothing else. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, all of this tech over here, all what it does is it in a nutshell, it detects if there is an open craft that needs to be helped, and if there is an available machine to push a part of the craft into. And if there is, if everything checks out, it'll apply the helper function, and that way you don't have like one giant craft being stuck in a single AAL. it'll get divvied up and spread out to as many machines as feasible. Because I don't know what the limitations are on this setup, and don't ask me to explain it, and unfortunately don't ask Kat to explain it in text either, because it's just absolutely massive. um um but yeah, there is no limitation. Okay, nice. Yeah, he can actually add um a probably not infinite, probably int limit number of AALs here. I know infinite gets thrown around an awful lot, but uh there is a certain point where like Java itself would self-destruct. So I can add AE2 channel limit. Oh, you could. Oh, you could. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, this is let's see. It does 13 different crafts as max. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And that way, again, like if you're stuck doing a whole bunch of one item, it's not going to get stuck in um it's yeah, things are not going to get stuck. Yeah. Cat will give you a better explanation. This is another thing that the Ratos did. I really like having the interfaces kind of up close and personal. On minions, I had started putting the crafting buffers in the floor, which I thought was pretty clean. But I kind of like it up here, like face forward, up in like probably in like a false wall that I would make. I really like having these at eye level. It just feels good. This feels right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing my buffers and stuff like this moving forward. Very nice. Very nice. Very amazing. Let's see. Is there anything that I haven't shown off? We have I don't think that was a problem, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything was supposed to be there. Must have just gotten like hit by lightning. I can't believe this. Can't believe this doesn't have the roof on it. There was something there. Okay. Well, I'm glad you saw it. And again, I can't believe you guys don't have a roof on this. Like most of the base has a roof over it. Like as you could see, like um kind of like a patchwork quilt of various glasses. But like most of the base has that glass ceiling to prevent that very thing. Yep. Elevator spam. Very nice. Very nice. I liked this over here. Well, liked isn't the word, but it looks like the elevator spam took itself seriously, and the copy itself started spamming. Yeah, I'm not hating. I'm just giggling at the bad pace. Even matter manipulator has its limits. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, even matter manipulator has its limits. Don't you just love copying something and like instantly crash because you've got it copied too many times? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, your whole game turns into a slideshow while you try to precisely place the whole copy, precise to a specific block in space while you're playing in a slideshow. Oh, fantastic. Oh, it's stable zero. Yes. I think you were probably in SPF territory at that stage, actually. Oh, what are you? Are you a nuke? Oh, you're a nuke. Okay. It's probably just testing, I suppose. That's fine. Matter manipulate away the glass and then turn it on. Breeder nuke. Okay, nice. Let's see. I think I'm out in the hinterlands. I'm gonna go back north. Yeah. Let's see what else is. Oh, while I'm down here, actually, I'll show off my second favorite building. So this was my favorite building. Yeah, don't nuke. If you hug a core in just the right way, it'll keep you warm for the rest of your life. Yeah, this was my favorite building at one point until that DTPF building was built. I really love this, and I actually really love this block right here. It kind of gives like it's a factory block, but it kind of gives like mithril vibes. So I'm going to use this. Yeah, backvats. Yeah, this was made after DTPF? Really? Okay, interesting. Rato's lore over here. I'm surprised. I thought this was before. But yeah, I'm gonna use this factory block and some like mithril and a couple other like light blue and light gray blocks for part of the palette of my hardcore series that started yesterday, which if anybody didn't see that, um I did start a hardcore season 4 yesterday and I didn't die. So there's going to be an episode 2 of that relatively soon. I don't know when, but that's going to be one of those things where I don't have to plan. Like all of that hardcore series is going to be streamed, so I don't have to plan anything. There might be days where I come home after work. Hey, sickness, what's up, my dude? Yeah, 2 days in a row. Like, check me for fever, right? um, but yeah, but the hardcore series is going to be cool because I don't have to plan on anything. I can just like if I feel like streaming one night, I can come home and just kick it on for a couple hours and I don't have to worry about like what am I doing? Like I'm in hardcore. I'm just nerding it up, you know? So hopefully I'll be able to stream slightly more often with that series going. Everyone is playing hardcore, but what about softcore? Bow, 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 bow. So somebody get Vin in here to play some sleazy piano riffs. Come on now. Vin, where you at, bro? I am just drifting around right now, but it's fun seeing the whole thing. Like again, I loved the jars. Most of the chemical processing early game was done inside the jars. The Klein bottle is my favorite. It's been my favorite. It's just it's glorious and silly and perfect. I guess I could, if we're doing a full tour, I could come over here. Because this was the day one base. Well, the day one base was actually over here. Yeah. A lot of what was over here was the day one starter base, along with the train to take it to what became the real day one base. Yeah, a lot of fun things happening here. A lot of nerds doing nerd things in this building was fantastic. A whole lot of magic got done in here. Fantastic. Britannia. Yeah, Britannia. Now with more dislocator inhibitor. Yeah, first few hours base. Yeah. That very first one was the first few hours base. Yeah. So yeah, this has been really fun. And again, we've been joking around that Rats is going to beat Minions to gate. That's almost certain at this point in time, considering that we had a really big head start. I think Minions is almost 1,000 days old at this point in time. Give or take. Don't quote me on that. And Rats is 100 days old, but Rats is nearly caught up already. Give it a few more days. You guys are probably going to be right on our heels. Again, the only thing that Minions has that Rats doesn't right now is I've made like 36 of these. I made the Stargate Iris. And I've programmed in some of these recipes so that we can start getting it ready to go. Like I haven't made any of the ring blocks yet or anything like that. So again, the thing that's crashing the base is making these chevrons and these plates. I made a long craft for plates, and I thought that it was going to be okay because we had let me back up, I guess, if anybody doesn't know what one of these plates requires. This is the crafting recipe for a Stargate plate, and the worst of the worst in here is the stack of Gallifreyan stabilization field generators. You need a stack of this per plate. So this is the reason why these plates take so long. So I decided to make 20 stacks of these field gens ahead of time, so that I could make some plates and start doing some quest checking off. When I did that craft, again, I either used up some resource or jailed some resource that ended up killing antimatter. And it just, yeah. With Minions being down right now, and it's actually down probably until HJM returns, Rats is going to catch up fast, really fast. So, with me having 36 of these builds, like that's like even like the smallest piece of Stargate. Yeah, give it a week, and they're going to be making these Stargate blocks, not just the components. So yeah, this is so cool. And again, I will be fully fully transparent that I was big on Rats, but then I left. I didn't leave, but I got really busy on Minions right when Rats got to like I think like LUV ZPM era. So from like late LUV to early UMV, I was almost completely absent. because they went so fast. These guys were going. These guys were zooming so fast. Like I would log on here maybe once a week, and they'd be a tier and a half ahead of where I remember them being. Like it was crazy. Um. So yeah. I want to get back into it, but they've got tech handled. I'm not gonna step on any toes and get in the way of anybody's tech. What I will do is continue to work on some of my buildings. And I was gonna build this building, and it was going to be for greenhouses at that stage of the game. We don't need greenhouses anymore. That's almost entirely unnecessary. So this building is gonna be decorative. I'm gonna make this into like a hanging gardens if I can. It's gonna be like a a wonder of the world on the rat server. If I even have enough time to finish that, which I might. The Ratos are talking about doing Questmaster, and that's another thing that I could do while I'm over here is I could claim all these quests. As you could see, um, there's a lot of quests to claim. And they've even started unlocking the in-game goals tab. Yep. Ratos is right here. Minions is right here. Like I've got this and this unlocked, and I was working on this, which again takes 12 plates, which is the whole thing that crashed the base. uh Fun times. We are over on Minions. I already got all of the chaotic capacitor banks printed. I was getting ready to print the I was also getting ready to print all of the Mega Ultimate batteries. Um but yeah, um really fantastic. And yeah, I like the detail I did over here. Like some days I really like it. Other days I'm like, it kind of looks like teeth. Kind of looks weird and jagged. But then I come back over here, I'm like, oh man, it looks like I don't know, wild or primal or whatever the terminology would be. Yeah, I vacillate back and forth between loving and hating this. So I was working on this over here, and here I'll come over to this side because each of the four sides, each of the four sides of this building generally look like this right now, and the only one that I've finished is the front. So this is where I'm at, like the version 1.0 of the finishing of this like top section. So I'm gonna try to mimic this style all the way around, and as you can see, each step descends, and then there's a slight uptick back here. But I'm gonna want this side and this side to mirror each other. So I might have to do some jumping around back and forth from side to side of this building as I'm placing pieces because I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing. I also need more pieces. Hold on. Before I start this, hold on. I need more of you. For sure. And then we'll take that. That's okay for now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it really is a cool setup. I'm not gonna like jump into your guys' conversation, but it's a very very fun and very cool setup. Uh yeah, the wiring goes over my head for sure, but it's very nice, and it does what it does well. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to get lost in the guts. Okay, is that gonna be okay? Yeah, it'll be all right. And then let me put in. It's gonna be that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because the roof tile, the 45 slopes are going to get uh uh the light gray slopes as well. Okay. Yep, and just again with these complex irregular shapes, I'm just gonna go slow and mirror everything as I go, step by step. Yeah, I we're not going to like don't unfortunately don't get your hopes up, but we could spend an entire stream talking in voice about how the setup goes, how it autocorrects, how it shares, how it detects certain things, because it's very very cool, and it kind of probably simple to explain, but complex how it works. Yeah. Yeah, we literally could spend a whole stream just talking about that thing. Maybe, maybe Kat, maybe one day we should plan on that stream, or that setup, because um wait, 'cause I don't think Kat streams on their own. I don't think I don't think I've ever seen a live Cat. Yeah, yeah, I didn't think so. Where are my blocks? Cause yeah, because I don't need slopes right now. I need these. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Okay. I'll have to come and put in some more detail, but that's correct so far. Yeah, that's really impressive. Like I think I'm like I think I'm underselling how truly impressive it is. Like here, bear with me. Like I'm really proud of my DTPF order priority system, and I think that is some crucial tech that could change the way I play this game moving forward. And even that is just spray painting proxies, like what Cat has invented or built is like two or three orders of magnitude more impressive than my DTPF thing. Like like hands down, like really really impressive work down there. And make no mistake, I am very proud about my DTPFs. I can talk about them all day long. Oh man. Okay, that's getting there. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and again, Kat, I do think, especially before this run ends, we probably should pick a time where we can jump in a VC for real and let you explain this stuff in video, because like again, you should get your props, you should get your kudos, get your flowers. Like, this is a really fantastic setup and it works really well. And it solves some specific problems with the way the machines work with by default. Really fantastic work. Oh, I was just there. Okay, so now that we're at this stage, I know for a fact you go here. Some of this is going to be feeling out, because some of these corners are going to be weird. Ah, nice. Yeah, it's nice to get your E. Feels good. So yeah, I can't say that this is the greatest building of all time, but I'm having fun experimenting with all of these slopes. It's interesting. I'll keep it. It's fine. Um, I really would like to get back into doing some building, some like full scale building. Maybe not like Arthur building. I don't know if I want to be doing castles by hand, but um but yeah, I would like to perhaps at some point in time work a little bit more on um my mega build that I had in my solo run, which was called the build was called Decoherence. It was fantastic. It would be even better with the 2.8 and 2.9 blocks that have been added. Oh man, it'd be so good. Um, I plan on doing a little bit of building in my new hardcore series, but unfortunately, as everybody knows, hardcore it can vanish in an instant. So uh, I'm trying not to get too awfully invested in that world just yet. So um, but yeah, I could very easily see me making some fun stuff in that one too. I think this has to be a white. Yeah, this is definitely a dark, a light gray, but yeah, this is definitely kind of very dark shade for a light gray. Interesting. it's got a like a it's got a weird flow to it, but I like it. It's not bad. All right, let's mirror all of that. Okay. Oh. Um. Yep. Nice. So yeah. Just to get a bigger picture. Yeah, you can see how much detail I would have left to put on this roof. There's no way that I could get it all done today, and I'm not even 100% sure about what the styling is going to be for these interior panels, because uh these panels are mostly the same. Like this panel mirrors this one, and then like this panel mirrors this one, and so this and this are all the same, and then this and this are all the same. So shouldn't be too difficult. I build one panel here and one panel here, and then I just uh, uh, uh extrapolate it to the whole roof. So the only custom pieces were actually going to be this the like the exterior edge of the building. So that's practically done at this point. Um yeah, I think that's gonna go on. So then it'd be this. This. Um I want to say the best way to describe my streaming is infrequently or intermittently. I try to stream at least once a week on one of my days off. Um, but it doesn't always work out like that, and um, there have been a couple weeks lately where I haven't streamed at all. So generally, I try to stream once a week. But this week is two, and actually, this week could end up being three. If I decide to do a bonus hardcore stream one night after work. How do I want to do? Come on. Yeah, I really am uh my streaming frequency should end up being a little bit better going forward, but every time I say that, I end up having to I end up uh bumping into other uh unfortunate setbacks. But yeah, but yeah, I do try to stream relatively often. Um and I do have a VODs channel on YouTube where you could if anybody were so inclined, you could watch the entirety of the Minions run there, along with most everything else that I've streamed in the I don't know, 2-ish years that I've been doing this. I just don't do it often enough to, or I don't do it with a regular schedule, so that I can build like a proper audience, if that makes sense. With that being said, I do have a Discord channel if anybody wants to jump in there and get pings when I go live. I do have a like a stream notification type channel. Um, but most of what I do on my Discord is just post memes in the memes channel, because that is what Discord is built for. I'm I'm waffling here because I feel like something is wrong. I don't understand why my brain doesn't like this. It could be the rain, honestly. Fact. What kind of glass are you? Just tinted? Okay. And I don't have. Why do I not have my building wand out? Alright, let's see. Did I already run out? Boo. Man, I was gonna do this, like, I was gonna do, oh, that's good. I was gonna do this whole section with glass, but, maybe, ooh, maybe I should, maybe this is gonna be a manip. Hold on. Let me get my, manip out. See, I'm learning how to use this stupid thing. Geometry. So, for anybody that doesn't know, yeah, just manip the glass. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And I didn't actually know how to use Matter Manipulator very well, up until just recently. So let me go through this for anybody that doesn't know how to do this, because it's a little bit weird. So, set mode, and then you can do I want to just copy? Yeah, let's just copy. It's fine. Oh no. No. Let's exchange. Let's exchange air for glass. Does that work? I think this will work. So, edit, replace, whitelist. Clear. Always clear your whitelist. Edit, replace, whitelist. Set block. This is the block that's going to be getting changed. So, air. And then set block to replace with, enter. And then BAP, tinted glass. And then you gotta smack it. I'm gonna actually go over to this end real quick. I'm going to smack it there, and then drag it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Uh, that's going a little too fast. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, Kat, if you can do a little bit of that. While I am down here, let's it's not the greatest, but let's put this on. This is an old slideshow of old builds that I had. Um, let's see. Yeah, this is the Dwarven Stronghold run. The farms, of course. That is my that's Platline that is 0% AE underneath. It's all conduits. That's a picture from season 3 hardcore. That's my anthill mansion. I really miss that save. That's another picture of decoherence. I thought I was lucky finding 3 Oblivion frames in one chest until I heard Vin the other day found what 5 or 6. Absolute madman. Absolute madman. Yeah, 5. Yeah, what's up, Vin? Yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah, dude. Yeah, this was a build on Vanguard that I didn't get to finish. I really loved that idea. It was going to be like the holy sepulcher of the everlasting bonk or some silliness. Jeez. This was that oxidized copper build was actually on Dark RPG, and actually the that next picture was also from Dark RPG. I love that pack. It's so cool for building. Let's see. The marble build was actually on a public server. That's another picture from Vanguard. Typical server shenanigans. That's another dark RPG picture. I loved that build so much. Oh, it was so gorgeous. I loved it so much. Dark RPG pissed me off because I was 3. I was I want Cat. I just kind of wanted to glass over that building that I'm building. Yeah, and bees. Yeah, probably and bees, just to make it easy. Okay. So once I'm actually back in here, oh. Okay. Let me quit out of the. Oh yeah, that's another picture of decoherence right there. Again, I love that build. Oh, I love that build. Let's turn off that. Okay. And you guys, I need to add a whole bunch more pictures to that carousel because like I only got a couple pictures of Vanguard and now I've went all the way through minions and all the way through rats without taking a single picture for the carousel. Like what am I doing? Um yeah, I could take a dozen pictures of minions and I could probably take 100 pictures of rats. Um No, Vin, but you're gonna love this. Okay, so I'll tell you the whole story in the 6 minutes and change that we've got before an ad break. So I changed the DTPFs to a priority rotation setup so that every DTPF can do every recipe, and each pair of machines has a recipe that it prioritizes higher than any other recipe. And it was really nice. It was really good. So when I did the DTPF swap over to the new setup, I think there was probably something that either wasn't patterned properly or it wasn't level maintained properly. So I got to a point the other day and I didn't realize it. I did a giant Stargate part craft and bankrupted the whole base. Some part of the antimatter chain dried up, and then all of the antimatter, all of the sasses stopped working. And this all happened, and I wasn't paying attention. And so I log on to the server one day for my 10 minutes before work, and I realized that the power had dropped like 60% off of what it was the night before, and we only had like 7 or 8 hours left of operational runtime before the whole base goes dead in UXV. And I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no, what did I do? What did I do? Like I was kind of freaking out a little bit, right? But honestly, it's fine. HJM is just gonna have to come on and fix his antimatter setup, but for the time being, yeah, the antimatter that's being made isn't going to the slam, and I don't know why. I don't know why it isn't behaving. But without any antimatter for slam, there's no power, and without power, we can't idle that base. Like it's impossible. You can't idle a UXV base without having real power, because we turned off NAC 5, of course, and NAC 6 doesn't really provide enough. But yeah, so there is antimatter hanging around, and also everything is still powered. But in order to leave it at a spot where it was easy to fix, I just asked Sophie to turn the server off. So server got turned off yesterday, probably right around this time, and it's gonna stay off for another 5 or 6 days. So yeah, very very sad days for minions. But with that being said, it's going to be a very easy fix once we actually load it back up. Once all hands are on deck and we can get it going again. Yeah, it's going to be a very easy fix. But in the interim, I'm going to play here on Rats a little bit more often. Especially in my downtime. Like a lot of my downtime, I would just idle on minions getting things done. I'll probably idle on Rats a lot. And also, yesterday I started a new hardcore run that is successful. I'm 2 hours in. I didn't die. So nope. Here, I'll show you really quick. It sprang up out of Potato's Discord, and as you can see, like Amy showed up for the UXV picture today, but it's really mostly just Marty, Arthur, and Mr. Cat, and then I show up from time to time. I show up from time to time. Oh yeah, in here I'll yeah. So like for example, Rotted made the B building, and when he left it in a state that was finished, but it wasn't detailed. So I went through and detailed it, and again, I say this every time, but like I vacillate between really liking the sawtoothy kind of pattern and really disliking it. Oh, there's a spot that could use a little bit more detail right here too. But yeah, and it's just a very nice. It's a very kind of a chilling little build with some detail here and there. B stuff, mega. And then this was the B factory back in like LUV ZPM type era. Very nice. And to think, Rotted left this whole thing as just this B building on the first floor, and like just stairs were put in enough to do like a cable run down here, but all of this underneath stuff is pretty much me. It could be a little bit better, but I tried to at least detail a little bit of the cornering and whatnot. So that's what I am. I'm not the one that's doing the big things. I'm the one that's putting the details in. Like, I'm not the one that built this whole thing, this whole setup. If you haven't seen this, Vin, look at this. This is just so cool. I love this so much. It just looks cool. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just neat. Yeah, very creative use of blocks. Yes. Yes. And that's why I love this Rats run. Like, I've learned so many things. Man, there's an ad coming up. Dang it. Hold on. Snooze. I snoozed an ad. So what's going to end up happening is there probably is going to be some people that get like an auto ad, like a pre-roll from Twitch, but most people should be ad free for another few minutes. I hate the way Twitch does ads. I really do. But look at this detail. It's a very simple detail, but I love this. I'm going to do it everywhere. It's just stained glass air, stained glass air, stained glass air all the way down. But look how cool this looks. And they did it over here. Yeah, like with the blue. I love this so much. It's so simple. It's such a simple thing, but I love it so much. Yeah, I love how creative these guys are. Oh, Vin, you might not have seen this. Hold on, I gotta show Vin the DTPF building. You might not have seen. Where are you? Hold on. Where are you? You're over here. Look at the DTPF building. Like, you look at it, it's very loud and very, very colorful and bright and detailed. It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. And then you look a little bit closer and you're like, oh man, this has got some really really cool detail. This is really nice. And then you look even closer and they mirrored the whole damn thing underneath the glass for a mirror effect. Look at this, my dude. Like, this is some stuff that you guys need to do over in like Cozy. Like, this is so cool. This is so cool. I love this so much. I love this so much. I can't wait to do this somewhere in one of my builds, because this is just such a cool effect. Like you're walking on a mirror. It's so cool. I love it so much. But yeah, and then of course we have an end game appropriate level of machinery. An entirely appropriate number of fluid shapers, of course. Yes. Cutting machines, yes. Oh yeah, Ratos in space. One small paw for rats, one giant leap for ratkind. Yes, yeah. Then between like the knack, the Exo Foundry, and if they can add any more megas that I don't know about or don't remember, oh man, it's 2.9 is going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait for 2.9. That's part of the reason why I want to try to wrap minions up fast, because I want to, like, I really want to play. I wouldn't mind being part of like Minions Volume 3, which would probably end up being in 2.9. I haven't heard anything about it, so like I'm not spoiling anything for anybody here, but hypothetically speaking, Potato did say that there is going to be another Minions run after the one that I'm in, which is Minions 2, is appreciably wrapped up. maybe even sooner, depending on interest. Interest would be gauged on Potato's Discord if anybody is so inclined. Yeah, the rocket was not fun to build. Oh, I could just imagine. I could just imagine. Oh man. But it's so nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I like a lot of the builds on this server. It's a lot of fun. A lot of the builds on this server have been a lot of fun to see, and I know I'm even missing some cool spots in this impromptu tour. But I think this is the passive building. Yeah, this is passive. Yeah, passive. Like passive crafting and whatnot. Oh, I didn't even see this the first time. This is fun. This is the mountain that Cat has been talking about. I totally missed this. Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is so much fun. I like it's like double barrel directly into the mountain. That's so cool. That's so fun. The mountain has eyes. Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be a fun prank to pull to build some eyes in front of each of these. Oh, that'd be fun. Oh, it'd be so fun. Hey, Mr. Extreme, what's up, my dude? I think everybody is gonna get hit with that with the unfortunate 3-minute ad here in a second, but because I can't snooze it again or everything gets out of whack. Oh yeah, you can see the T7 rocket. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, right here. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, Mr. Extreme, dude, they have spammed so many machines. Like a UXV appropriate number of machines have been spammed. It's pretty epic in this place now. Antimatter, you probably haven't seen. You probably haven't seen this. Yes, yeah. I want all the gates. Gotta catch them all. Um, yeah, gotta catch them all for Stargates. Yes. Yeah, there's some sneaky things that you could do with matter manip. Yeah, Vin, dude, there is some really sneaky things you can do like that. I don't know how to do it because I'm still a nub at this stuff, but yeah, dude, I am leaps and bounds better with matter manipulator than I was even last week, and I can't wait to learn how to do some stuff like this. It's just um with the texture. Yeah, I'm with Vin because I know how to do stuff like this with World Edit. I'm an old World Edit nerd. I know how to do quite a few good things with World Edit, but you can't copy machines. It's kind of against the rules. Um, and World Edit definitely has its limitations. Um, Learning how to do stuff like this with with Matter Manipulator. Okay. If you want one to be more frequent, you add it multiple times. That was gonna be my question. Yeah, that was my question. I think that was Vin's question too. So yeah, so like if I wanted it to be like like 3 parts of this and 2 parts of this, I would just add 3 of these and 2 of these. That's still decent. That's something I can work with. I can work with that. I can work with that. Like if push comes to shove, you could break your ratios down to like 5% or even like 10% and just add the appropriate amount of each block. Yeah, that's easy enough to get done. And I'm assuming, knowing matter manipulator, it's wide open. You could probably use as oh no, I swapped to it. Oh, why did did I crash? I think I crashed. Did I crash? All right. No. I don't want to know how big this bounding box is. Oh, volume of 36 million? Oh no. Oh, stop. Manip, please. All right, I'm in the seconds per frame part of the game. Actual like longer than a slideshow. Come on. Just scroll off of the manipulator. Come on. All right, Vin. Hey, and you know what? I'll probably end up raiding you guys relatively soon. I like watching what you guys got going on over there. Yep, it was good seeing you, my guy. Oh, come on. Please, Manip, please. Please, Manip, please. uh Come on. I'm trying to swap to anything else. I'm sorry, you guys. This is brutal. Oh, that isn't gonna work the way I wanted. I even tried to uh throw them a nip. Oh, stop. Yep, this is definitely a manip moment. Uh all right, how about no, this is matter manipulator. I'm actually going to hard kill this instance. Nope, it is all me. Ah, oh, please. Server, please. Okay. So now, let me go back to here, and I'll put this back on for a moment. Again, now that I've got it in my mind, I really need to go through all of my worlds and pick out some fresh pictures for this slideshow, because some of these pictures are stale, and some of them um like here, I didn't even get to finish that build. I like that picture, but again, if I had better pictures to put in, I would probably take out some of the like unfinished stuff. Ugh. Is it is the stream? Hold on. That's so weird. Why is it the my live picture still shows the matter manipulator spam? I thought that I swapped it over to um this. What am I doing here? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't trying to matter manipulate anything, Cat. I had scrolled over the matter manipulator as I was going through my hotbar, and it was still set on the thing that I was trying to do over in the other area. So it was trying to set a volume of like 37 million blocks. No, that was entirely me. No, you didn't miss anything. I crashed. Let's see if I can get back into this. Okay. We're going to get that out of the inventory for the moment. All right. Man. Let's get back into here. Yeah. Sorry about is am I having is it still having problems? What is oh my god, what is going on here? What is going on here? I should be live on the rat server. Why are you being the way that you are? OBS, please. All right. Are we good? I feel like we should be good, but I feel like my stream is messed up now somehow. Yeah, it's definitely behind. Weird. Very strange. Yeah, my whole computer is running really bad right now. Hold on a second. Let me I don't know what's taking up all of the Why are you? Yeah, I apologize, you guys, because I'm getting some sort of weirdness here. Man, and it seems to be entirely on my side. And it started when I was fooling around with that matter manipulator. I feel okay now, relatively. But this but the stream is way behind, or it's not catching up, or something. This is very strange. All right, I'm probably gonna have to call it here. Again, I was trying to wait until Vin and Cat went live, but apparently not. I guess we're gonna go hit term. Yeah, I was gonna go longer, but I just can't, unfortunately. Sorry. Um, Term is a good dude. Um, Say hi to him. Um, and I'll probably stream a bit of that hardcore run at random one night after work, but I don't know. I don't have any details for you. But until then, have a great night, you guys. Peace.